I'm Northrup, and I'm joined by bantamweight prospect Marce Rojo. How are you, Marce?
Hi, how are you guys?
Good. Oh, one thing I want to talk to you right off the bat too, and you kind of mentioned it before we got on camera, but as far as like Las Vegas, I know you just came from there, with Brandon Moreno. But what was that trip kind of like in its entirety?
Oh, actually, we've been in Las Vegas the last month, the entire month, because we got another fighter who fought Teco Quinonez too.
Mm-hmm.
His fight got canceled and then rescheduled. So we've been in Vegas two with Brandon against Royval, and then 3 weeks later with Figueredo. So we've been in Vegas kind of like the last 5 weeks. It was hard. It was kind of like just training, and just being in the house because the COVID thing, we didn't want to risk anything for my guys. So we just stay in the house and just training.
Yeah.
It was hard. It was a nice experience. It's nice to be surrounded by elite fighters. And now I know what I'm capable of. I see the guys training. I saw the things they do. So I'm familiarized. I don't know how to say the word, but I'm in that world now. I know what to bring to that world.
Yeah, what to expect, kind of.
Yeah. I know what to expect.
Yeah, for sure. And actually, I want to go off of kind of what you just said there too, because as far as Moreno goes, I mean, he's a guy that just he just seems like his personality is kind of like infectious. Like he's always smiling and everything like that. So to also be a fighter, and obviously, like as a fighter, you have your hard days, your tough days. So to have a guy who's kind of very positive a lot of the time, I mean, how does that help you when you are having some of those more rough days?
Oh, Brandon is a really nice person. We always kind of laugh at that because we call him Brandon, but when he's in the cage, he's the assassin baby, and he turned on that. He went crazy in the cage, but in training, actually, all the people in my gym, entrance gym in Tijuana, we are kind of like always pushing up together, always leveling up, always try to push harder. And we know every fighter has bad days, but the important thing is to show up. If you show up to the gym and help your partners, it's easy. It's easy for everyone because we know all people have bad days, bad humor, and that shit, that kind of shit. That Brandon is super nice, and I've been working with him for the last 5 years.
Yeah.
I'm his main sparring partner, so that favors me a lot because I learn a lot. I was studying a lot of his guys. For example, now I'm a southpaw too, because the last 3 months we've been working Royval, spinning elbows, crazy shit that Royval does. And I was just studying, and practicing. And now I'm super comfortable. I'm southpaw and orthodox. So it's really nice for me because I keep evolving.
Yeah. What'd you kind of make of like the whole draw?
It's kind of like crazy, but I expect for the five round, Brandon was hurt. Figueredo time, man, they didn't throw a lot because it was a crazy fight, but I got us winning until the last couple of seconds. Who Figueredo throw the Ashigarai, no, the Ochigari, I think, or that takedown. I hear his coaching that he's gonna go for the Ashigarai. So I yell, be careful. But Figueredo is really strong. Actually, Brandon hip was close enough to block that takedown. But Figueredo is so strong that he got it. Brandon knows too. He tries to defend it, but Figueredo is fucking strong. So he do it. Actually, beside the technique, he used all power. So he got that takedown, and the last couple of ground and pound, I think that give Figueiredo the draw.
Yeah.
But I got us winning until that moment.
Yeah. For yourself too, I mean, it's been over a year since we last saw you in the cage, but because you've been part of like Brandon's camps and everything like that, do you feel like your body's kind of gone through like a fight camp?
Oh, actually, when both of my guys start camping, Teco Quinonez and Brandon, I started right with them.
Yeah.
So, because it's been a hard year, I didn't get a fight. So I use this time to evolve and keep learning. I get better in my wrestling, my jiu-jitsu, and I made the camps just to get my body used to. I didn't make the weight cut, but I cut a little bit weight. I went on a diet, and it's been a hard camp actually. We spar hard. It was a nice experience for me because I think I keep evolving and grow up as a fighter. So it was nice.
Yeah. The dog's trying to make a cameo a little bit.
Oh yeah. Look at him. His name is Skull.
Yeah. But going off what you just said too, as far as like with everything going on, now were you ever like close to a fight? Like were you in talks with any promotions?
Oh yeah, for sure. Here in Mexico and Latin America, everyone's wants me to fight in their promotion, but we got a goal in mind. I think we work enough to be in the UFC. So now with my manager Upgrade, Julian from Upgrade, we're working on my visa, on my working visa, and we're just gonna be ready for February for a call. But I think UFC is the right movement now. I'm just gonna test myself against the best in the world. I think I got it. I have a lot of experience. Much people don't know me yet, but I've been fighting since 16 years now, and I always keep trying to learn new things, trying to listen my body. I'm stronger. I'm faster. I think that I got something the new school didn't have. That is, these guys think this is a sport, but man, I'm from Latin America. This is too fucking hard for me. It's a fight. So when I just get in there, I just try to rip your head off. I don't fucking care who you are, and I think it's a good thing for me. Keeping my mind like that, just like trying to knock you out, is the way to be in the UFC. Because look, man, I just want to make money. I just want to make money, make my parents, make my family live well, make my friends live well, have a nice life. So I know I'm ready. Actually, I'm anxious.
Yeah.
I just want to knock someone out because I know I got the power, and I've been working this all year to improve my weapons. So I'm gonna bring in new shit to UFC.
Yeah. And as we already mentioned, like, you know, you haven't fought in a while, but I think we've seen time and time again, guys get signed in the UFC almost based on sometimes of like who they train with and that kind of thing. And like you said, you kind of have the tag of you could, you know, Brandon Moreno's training partner. So do you think like Brandon's recent success, do you think that could help you get signed?
Oh yeah, for sure. I think I'm gonna be working with Brandon and the guys in UFC. It's gonna be a great year for our gym, I think, because Brandon did a lot for that, and I know all our eyes is gonna be put on us in a rematch. So we just start working. I just start learning, start studying Figueiredo again. We know it's gonna be hard for a rematch because he's gonna be more intelligent than the last fight.
Yeah.
But I think in 3 weeks we make a couple of adjustments that made the fight of the year. So
yeah,
imagine we got a full camp, and all eyes is gonna be on us. So we're gonna train harder. We're gonna be ready.
Yeah,
That's actually a big motivation for all the guys in the gym. Because Brandon, that personality, he just came to the gym and everyone's happy, and so they push us. They push us to level up. So it's gonna be a great year for us.
For sure. And just going back to what you said earlier, you said that you kind of started doing southpaw. So you weren't doing southpaw before that until you were training for these camps?
Oh yeah. I was just trying to learn to be more dynamic with my striking because I know I hit hard as fuck.
Yeah.
So now I hit hard as fuck from southpaw too.
There you go.
So I start learning Royvals, so his movement and that, and I start applying to my game. And for example, in sparring, I kind of like I knock out in that because I was working with Brandon, but also I was working with the other guys in the team. But I just stay southpaw. So Royval's spinning elbow, I did it a lot, and it's working for me.
Yeah,
it's working. Yeah. So now I do it the spinning shed, and
yeah,
I like it. I use more my knees, my wrestling.
Yeah.
So it's nice. Yeah.
That's pretty crazy too, because like I mean, I'm not a fighter, so I never even like thought of that. But like how like you could be in a camp for someone else and emulating someone else's style, then like pick up things that they use. I mean, that is kind of crazy.
I'm trying to adapt it because, for example, I used to these 3 weeks, I made the Figueredo moves. I really didn't like it because he got his hand so low, and he received so much damage. But that's the way I did it. So I just wait to Brandon hit me, and I just counter every time. Just counter with one punch, uppercuts, just hard punches. Sorry about my dog.
That's all right.
Just hard punches, you know. But that style I really didn't like it. But Royval's styles just stick it to me. So I like it.
Yeah.
And I'm just, the thing with martial arts, I think you gotta have an open mind and just try to keep learning every time.
Mm-hmm.
Just it's a matter of evolving. Because this, for example, since the sport start, just kind of like 6 or 7 generations that you see the guys that really work hard like this. But then it came another guy and do some crazy shit, and the sports evolved. For example, first we didn't know how to do jiu-jitsu at the beginning. Mm-hmm. Then we start doing jiu-jitsu, and then the wrestler came. So they put you down, and we didn't know how to stand up. And now we use the cage to stand up. So the sport is continually evolving. So I think the fighters too should too.
For sure. Yeah. No, I think we've seen that a lot more recently as well. But just going back to, you said, you're kind of anxious to get back in there, and you obviously want to go to the UFC, but, they announced that the Ultimate Fighter, is kind of coming back. And luckily for you, I think it's bantamweight and middleweight. So is that something you were kind of looking to be a part of?
Actually, we've been talking about that because I'm a good friend of Forrest Griffin. He was my coach in the Ultimate Fighter Latin America. Mm-hmm. That I fought in 155, and I made it to the semifinals. I fought 3 times in 3 weeks. I didn't give a fuck. In what should I do in 1 fight? I think it's the possibilities there. I think I can make it because I know the things I do bad in the season of the Ultimate Fighter Latin America. I know the things I was overtraining. I was hurting myself because actually I didn't know how to do it. We didn't have the specialists to tell me what to do. So I just train, and then fight. And I fought 3 times in 3 weeks. It's I fought a Wednesday, I fought a Thursday, and I fought another Thursday. It was crazy for me. And 2 weight class up. Actually, I fought really good guys. I fought a Peruvian guy the guy who beat me, Claudio Puelles, is pretty fucking big. But we made it to the decision, and I hit him really fucking good. So I think in 135 I can make things right. But if UFC calls me before that, I can fight. I don't give a fuck. I can fight wherever. Because for example, the last month I saw these guys. Actually, they are really fucking good. but you see the media, all that shit makes those guys invincible.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the fans, all that influence make those guys invincible. And I saw it. I've been there for the last month, and I
Yeah.
know they are not invincible. I watch in the most vulnerable moment. For example, Figueredo. Uh, I was watching that guy get beat. I was watching that guy cry after fight.
Mm-hmm.
So take it to the hospital. So no one is like the UFC or the fans or just putting so high that get scared on other fighters. Brandon just told me, I'm not gonna respect these guys. I'm gonna go there and just gonna hit him. Because every other guy, every other opponent just respected too much, just was afraid of his power and that kind of shit. You see, you got the point what I'm talking about? So
Yeah.
I know I can knock any motherfucker out because I hit hard. I got one punch knockout in both hands. So I don't have to be afraid of anyone. I know it's a fight, so he can hit me, I can hit him too. So that's my mentality when I came to a cage to a fight.
Yeah.
Just if I'm not gonna fucking respect you.
Yeah.
Inside the cage, no, I don't give a fuck.
Is there anyone specifically like on the UFC roster now that you kind of feel that way, where you feel like they're invincible and you're a guy, you know, and you really kind of like to mix it up with them?
Oh yeah, actually, I got a lot of dream fights there. You know, this time is really crazy because we don't have fans, but here in Latin America, people love watching me fight,
Mm-hmm.
and I love watching. I love doing good fights actually.
Yeah.
So there are a lot of guys that I want to fight. For example, Thomas Almeida, I want to fight that guy too. Smolka, Brian Boom, the bald guy.
Oh, yeah.
Brian Boom, he hits hard. I know he's Ricky Simon. There are a lot of bantamweights that I could handle.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's gonna be nice to test me against him. I think I can make it, but I don't know. Instead, the UFC is in the gym is always like that. Where UFC calls, our teacher says, if UFC calls, you fight.
Yeah.
You don't ask. You don't ask for fights. You don't
Mm-hmm.
ask shit. You just keep your shit mouth. You just train and you just fight.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna be ready for wherever they put me.
Yeah.
I think it's a nice possibility for me to test my skills.
Yeah, two of those guys you just mentioned actually too are fighting each other next, Simone and Kelleher. So that should be a pretty good one.
Oh yeah. I'm gonna be watching that.
Yeah, for sure.
Mm.
Before I let you go, Marce, anything that you want to add?
Oh no. Just thank you for all the guys that been doing a lot for MMA this year. It was a hard year for every fighters, but the sport is growing so much. UFC did a lot for the sport this year. So I just want to say thank you to all the fans, to all the people who support fighters. Because it was a hard year, and I'm always thankful. Just keep watching me, keep watching Entron Gym, keep watching Brandon, keep watching Latin American fighters. Because we got it, brother. We got it, and we just want to fight.
For sure. All right, Marce. Well, thank you so much for your time, and I wish you the best and happy holidays.
Thank you, brother. Happy holidays.
All right, take care.